lifestyle. And who would like it not online? Because that's me. I don't want to be online for my life. In fact, I actually don't like it. I want to get the hell of social media and the hell of Facebook as quickly as possible. But I still want sales and I still want clients. So today I'm going to talk to you about how you can create a lifestyle on and offline, a fabulous one at that. So for those of you who don't know, I have 20 years experience in the health, wellness and fitness industry. In fact, I'm hyperactive, if you haven't noticed. I'm hyperactive. I hate being online. I hate being in an office. I hate wearing high heels and makeup. I really don't want to do any of that. I want to be out playing. I want to be in the sun. I want to be on the beach. I'm actually going camping for the weekend, and I've just booked another week in Maroochydore on the river in about 4 weeks after this. So that's the lifestyle I want. So who else wants that kind of lifestyle? Okay, but in order to have that lifestyle, we still got to make money, right? Yeah. And things are going to be pretty simple, right? Because if they're not simple, we're not going to make money. So today I'm going to share with you just a couple of things that this old bird learned along the way. And literally, I learned it from pissing into the wind. Seriously, because I'm not that way inclined at all. So basically, I think what everybody wants in their business is certainty, okay? Certainty, confidence, and they want capabilities so that they know whatever they do actually works, okay? They're not just winging it, they're not cross your fingering it, okay? For those of you who don't know, I think it's about my second year in BX. I think in October it'll be 2 years in BX, and I was involved with Mark Grant. I was...
I just went Mark.
Hi, Mark. Mark and I actually helped establish the first flagship on the Gold Coast, which was BX Robina. I've also presented at the BX Awards in Sydney, pre-COVID when you could travel. And I actually travelled around going to the different BX locations when you could do that. Presenting and also networking. And many of my clients are BXs, as well as having many BX referral partners. But this is about creating a lifestyle on and offline. So I'm going to share with you my story. 13 years ago, dropped everything in South Africa, paid my way to come into this country, this glorious country, live on the Gold Coast with my then husband and my identical twin girls, who were 4 at the time, and my youngest, who was 1. Came here, not a cent, absolutely no money. Every cent we had, we were paying to get into the country. He had a job, I was going to look after the kids, because that's what women do. And in the first couple of years, he was made redundant twice. And when he was made redundant, they were going to send us back. And no one wants to go back, okay? No one wants to go back. So what I did was I taught myself Facebook. This non-techie, hyperactive, not online marketing person taught herself Facebook, how to market her business, how to get more customers without paying for advertising. And that might be the South African in me. I like free and I like things fast. So basically I tell you the story because if I can teach myself, you can teach yourself. And there's this misconception that we do have to outsource it, and we don't. Some people just are not in a position to do that just yet. So what did I learn as this new mum and a new mum, I think they were kind of new then, my youngest was 1, who loves being outdoors and loves spending time with the kids and the dogs. What did I learn when I figured all of this out? Well, firstly, I did a whole bunch of stuff wrong. A lot of spammy stuff, a lot of frustration, a lot of overwhelm, whilst the kids were sleeping and whilst the kids were playing. But I was desperate because I had no Centrelink, I had to make money and I had to get customers. What I did learn was there's these 3 fundamental things which I'm going to share with you today. And the number 1 thing is, if you want to have the lifestyle that you want on and offline, number 1 is you've got to get you some skills, all right? In a business, if you want to be ordinary or if you want to be good, the difference between the 2 is if you go and get yourself some skills. And I think nowadays we're too quick to outsource it and give it to someone else. But if you don't know how to do some of the important stuff inside your business, you're never going to get the results that you want, and you're not going to have a simple, enjoyable life. I had a business coach this week. His VA, who he's had for years, she's got COVID. So for the last 3 weeks, he hasn't been able to send out an email. to any of his clients or any of his prospects because he doesn't know how to use his email. Doesn't know how to send an email. Okay? I hate that shit. No, I can still send an email. Alright?
Is that point two? I hate that shit.
Yeah, you're just getting that there. Okay. Then we'll start with an S.
Good to agree.
So it is really important because knowledge is power. So if you want to be extraordinary in your business, you do need to give yourself some skills. The next S word, if you're writing it down, is strategy. At the end of the day, you will be pissing into the wind unless you have a strategy. It's as simple as that. If you want to have an enjoyable business, if you want to have a profitable business, and you have to have a strategy. And I'm sorry, but money pays for fun. So if you want to have fun in your life, and you want to do all the things that you want to do, you have to have money to be able to do that. And by having an income-producing strategy, rather than just winging it online, that is the difference between having an enjoyable or non-enjoyable life. And the last one is probably one of my most favorite S words, and it's system. An actual system. So there's structure. I'm a bit of a control freak. I love structure, I love control, I love certainty. I love it when things are automated and they talk to each other and you don't have to do that yucky stuff and it just works. I love my time being controlled and managed, and I love having a balanced lifestyle. I love being able to travel when I want to, and I can still have clients and generate new clients. And a couple years back, one of my things on my vision board was I just wanted to be able to fly around the country, get paid for it, and be able to help more people, and I got that. But you know what happened? I didn't have really good systems, and I was freaking exhausted because while I was traveling around the country, I still had to service my clients, I started to respond to emails, I started to onboard, get new customers, and it was almost a nightmare. I nearly burnt out that year, and it was because I didn't have systems in place. I have this so I don't go over time. And at the end, you can have successful, simple selling. And guess what? It's not selling where somebody actually wants what you got and is prepared to pay for it. It's servicing. And it's important that we create space for success in our lives. So look at removing the friends in your life that don't serve you. That's on and offline. Yep, go and defriend those people or unfollow them so their crappy stuff doesn't come up on your timeline. Unsubscribe from emails that don't serve you. Get rid of email addresses you don't need. How many people have got like 10 email addresses? Have a password folder. Keep it up to date, please. Clean your working area. Make time for personal development. Work on and in your business. But above all else, make sure that you're prioritizing time for your family, for your dog, for exercising, for reading, for studying, for holidays. Always have holidays booked into your calendar. It's so important. And to create the life that you want, your time online needs to be effective. If it's effective and it's enjoyable, you're going to do it and it's going to work and you're going to live happily ever after and you're going to have that lifestyle that you want on and offline. So what does your dream day look like? For me, this morning, I got up, walked my dog around my lake, came back, went and did yoga at the beach, came back, had coffee with a friend, opened up my emails, I think about 10 o'clock, and I had $6,000 worth of sales that came through. And that was today. And that was the life that I wanted, but it's because of the skills, the strategy and systems that you put in place to create that. And we have to create that. So sometimes we've got to step back to step forward. And yes, I've had the privilege of winning these awards internationally and nationally, because I worked damn hard to be able to do that. But more importantly, to inspire business owners that they can do it. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself and create the life that you want. You have the power to do it. Thank you.
Oh.
You still have another minute if you want to keep.
Wow! Nailed it!
Did you find the vision board helpful?
Great.
Sorry?
Did you find the vision board
The vision board's really helpful, and not only that, but journaling. So
Okay.
I actually look back at a journal that I had written a year previously, where I wrote about my ideal day and my ideal life. And every year it freaking amazes the crap out of me that no matter how much you think it's not possible, just writing it down and having it and then looking back, you go, oh my gosh, I have that now. I have that now.
Facebook memory.
Favorite, absolute favorite. You know, like I did share it, and actually Rob mentioned it. he saw on Facebook, he's stalking me. But my partner and I, we did go to South Africa and we travelled for a whole month from Cape Town up to Durban just before the riots, and I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to do that. But I couldn't have done it if I didn't have skills, strategy and systems in my business to be able to do that, which is really important.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thank you very
thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Because I do get questions, right?
Is there an off button?
No.
Maybe champagne.
So I'm curious.
Yeah, sure.
What was the business that you were
Excellent.
doing at the time that you were pissing in the wind?
Thank you. I actually owned health, wellness and fitness centres. So in South Africa, I was a personal trainer. I worked, it was called King's. It was one of Richard Branson's gyms. Opened up my own personal training studio in there. Always been passionate about motivating, inspiring people, and always been passionate about education. I think education is important and people need to understand the why in everything they do. So I had a health, wellness and fitness centre there. We sold that when I came here. I'd just finished paying it off. Sold everything, got the opportunity, came over here and started again. So personal trainer on the Gold Coast, nobody knew me, had absolutely not a cent. Within 5 years at a personal training business, within 7 I had a health, wellness and fitness centre. And I sold that 2 years ago. So I had it, that was in a partnership for about a year, and then eventually sold that. So I think we had about 120 members. And all of that is still to this day, no paid advertising at all. It's simply using social media and email marketing to be able to build relationships. It's all about relationships, man. Just build relationships. And yeah, it's a great question, thank you. What actually happened was I had the health, wellness and fitness centre, and the subcontractors that were in that centre couldn't pay me rent because they couldn't get clients, so they were always struggling, and that's how I fell into this. Because I ended up presenting to them every Friday. I go, let's talk about how you can get clients. And
Just so you could get rent.
so I started teaching them. The irony is, because everyone said I should have specialised in the health, wellness and fitness industry. The irony is that everyone else on the Gold Coast heard about these health, wellness and fitness entrepreneurs meetups on how you can get clients for free from Facebook and online. And every other industry, financial industry, lawyers, real estate agents would all come, and all the fitness people were out running the stairs. Or having a protein shake or something else. So, and that's how I fell into it. Yeah, so I did both for a while and then it almost burnt out. But yeah, great question.
Okay. Thanks, Chantal.
Thank you.